Willpower is possibly the most important skill you can ever develop in your entire life. Your world is your will. You shape it based on what you decide to do and what you decide to make happen. If your will is weak, it'll be a lot harder to make it the way you want it. If your will is strong, you'll be able to do anything you want and achieve anything you want. Your world is as epic as you make it using your will. So, let's learn how to develop it.
Your constructs are only going to be as strong as your will.
Number 1, never settle. If you want something, do it. If you want to be captain of the football team, figure out how to do it and do it. Don't settle for captain of the World of Warcraft team. If you want to hook up with Victoria's Secret models, figure out how to do it and do it. You can do anything you want and you will do anything you want if you throw yourself at it and don't stop until you get it. See, if you settle for something you don't really want, you tell yourself you don't have the willpower to keep at it. And by telling yourself that, you start to believe it. And if you believe you have no willpower, then you won't have any. It'll be like a self-fulfilling prophecy, so fuck that. If you get in the mindset of settling, then you're less likely to maintain your self-control in the future because you see settling as not a big deal. And if you're on a 30-day diet and it's day 15, you'll think, 15's good enough, I'll eat a brownie. If you're in the mindset of never settling, you'll stick with it till the end. Now, achieving stuff is all about willpower. Will is the most important skill in the universe. It's more important than anything else because no matter who you are and what you have right now, if you have the will to keep pushing for something and never settle, you are going to achieve it. Plus, you can acquire every other skill with will. Don't think small just because other people do. Nothing is more likely or less likely than anything else. The only thing that determines how likely something is to happen is you and how much you put into it. If you want to be an astronaut and you spend all day every day working towards that, and you're determined as fuck and you love working on it and you never procrastinate and you put everything into it, you will do it. If you want to learn how to fly around in the sky like Superman, then fucking do it. There are tons of technological and biological developments to be made, and there's nothing saying you won't be the one to do it. So if you want to do it, just do it. Don't be like, oh my god, yeah, I really want to invent something that'll let me fly around in the sky. But I think I'll just settle for being the manager of the Pizza Hut instead. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Please, pick your dick up in your hand and do the stuff you want to do. If you see someone working towards something, don't tell them you don't think they can do it. Only weak-minded people try to tell others they can't do things. And only weak-minded people put limits on themselves and others. If they don't think they can do it, that's on them. If you think you can do it, you can, so do it. Other people's beliefs and limits are irrelevant. Just do you. Do your own thing. 2. Practice with things that have small, measurable results. If you experienced measurable, quantifiable results, it's easier to stick with something. For example, let's say you want to start taking an ice-cold shower every day. You take one for 5 days and then you have measurable results. You've done it for 5 days. If you do it for 6 days, that's even better. If you take a hot shower on day 7, you know you lost your streak. It's really simple and straightforward. Now, compare this to something like you want to get into law school. So you have to read, study, research, take practice tests, and so on. And there's a lot of different variables. So you don't know the exact weight of each thing, and it's harder to be strict about it because a single practice test isn't that big a deal. Now think about it like this. If I say, yo, I'm going to teach you how to move objects with your mind. And each day you practice it, and each day you can move the object 1 more inch than you could the day before. And you can see exactly how much progress you've made. You're going to stick with it. Now, if I say, yo, I'm going to teach you how to move objects with your mind, and it's going to take you 3 years before you see any results at all. For most people, it's going to be harder for them to stick with it because they don't know if they're doing it right and they can't measure the progress. So, if you develop your control through things with simpler, more measurable results where you have the immediate feedback on whether you're successful or not, you'll strengthen that ability and be able to use it in longer-term goals where you need it. Number 3, be decisive. Don't look to others for approval. I don't give a flying ballsack if someone else likes what I'm doing. It's my goal. I'm going to do it. I'm going to decide what I do, when I do it, how I do it, and why I do it, and with whom I do it. This doesn't mean you can't ask other people for ideas. If you're building a new computer and you're friends with the president of Intel, then of course it's all right to ask him for his suggestions. But don't make looking to others a habit because in almost every scenario it's unnecessary. If you want to buy yourself a new office chair and you can't decide between the black and red colorway or the black and orange colorway, Don't be like, yo, bro, which color do you think is better? Who cares what color he thinks is better? Just decide it yourself. Make decisions. Making decisions yourself will enhance your decision-making ability, and following through on those decisions will enhance your willpower and your ability to get things done, as well as your belief, or more accurately, your knowledge that you can do all of those things yourself. Number 4, start making it tougher for yourself. Example, if you're addicted to jacking off, level 1 is going to be not looking at porn so you don't feel like jacking off. Level 2 is not using little tricks to block yourself. Open Pornhub and have that shit open at the side of your screen and then don't jack off. Instead of using any little tricks, use only your willpower. Willpower is a skill. It's like a muscle. If you want to improve it, you have to exercise it. Deliberately do things to exert your willpower. Example, if you have a favorite unhealthy food, buy it, set it up at your table all ready for you to eat it, and then sit there and don't eat it. Even harder example, let's say you have the hottest girl you've ever talked to in your life lying naked in your bed, begging you to fuck her.
Come on, don't be shy.
Take your clothes off, get into bed, get on top of the girl, reach for her, and then get up, put your clothes back on, and leave. Boom! Willpower plus 5. Number 5. Don't make a big deal about achieving things. A lot of people like to do this. If they're planning to lose weight, they're like, so, I'm going to start my diet next Sunday, and between now and then, I'm going to enjoy my last week of eating whatever I want. And then I'm going to announce it on Facebook and have a huge party, and when I lose weight, I'm going to announce it again. Fuck that. You should act like you already know you're going to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Just like I'm not going to call up my friend and be like, yo, holy shit, dude, I brushed my teeth so fucking well this morning, I brushed the hell out of those bitches. Because I already assumed I'd be able to do it. The thought that I wouldn't be able to do it didn't even cross my mind. And this is how you should be with everything you want to achieve. The thought that you won't achieve it doesn't even cross your mind. You already know you're going to get it. If I decide I want a new Lambo, I'm not going to be like, so I'll start saving up for it next week, but between now and then, I'm going to spend money. And then next week, I'm going to start saving. And then I'm going to tell all my friends, yo, I'm only 30K away. And then when I get it, I'm going to announce it and post pictures of it on my Instagram and Snapchat. Why would I do that? I already knew I'd achieved it. I assumed I'd get it. I expect to get it. So why am I going to announce it like it's a huge surprise? If I achieve something like losing a few % body fat, I don't even tell anybody about it because it's just a typical thing. If I want to achieve it, I know I'll achieve it. If I achieve something fucking incredible, like I built a time machine, I'm still not going to announce it. If I want to do it, I'm just going to start doing it. And when I'm successful, I'm just going to get in it and start using it. I'm not going to text all my friends like, yo, holy shit, I can't believe it, I did it. Because I can believe it. I did do it. I already knew I was going to do it. If you act like it's a huge surprise every time you achieve something, then all you're doing is framing it to yourself in a way that implies that achieving stuff is a surprise to you. Like you didn't believe you could do it and then you just stumbled into it. And that kind of attitude destroys your willpower and your ability to do things because you act like there was an element of luck involved when there wasn't. You did it because you fucking did it. The fact that you did something you wanted to do shouldn't be a huge surprise to you. You should be doing things you want to do every day. And if you're not, then start doing them. See, if you don't believe you can do something, then it's going to be harder to stick with it and control yourself. And you'll be more likely to get distracted because you think allowing yourself to give in to distractions isn't that important. But if you believe you can do something, then it becomes a lot easier for you to exert the self-control needed to actually do it and to pursue it diligently and to exert the willpower needed to achieve it. If you want to do something, you should believe you can do it. Because you goddamn can. Number 6, don't put things off. If you want to do something, start doing it right now. There is no reason to wait to do the things you want to do. If you want to do something, do it now. Don't put it off. Start now. Use the 3-second rule. If you think of something you want to do, like you're in bed and it's time to get out, count 3, 2, 1 and you're out. If you're about to get into an ice-cold shower, count 3, 2, 1 and you're in. If you're about to start up a new business venture and you haven't decided if you'd rather sit there and watch another episode of The Bachelor instead, count 3, 2, 1 and you've started working on your business. And please tell me you don't actually watch The Bachelor, do you? Don't procrastinate. Procrastinating makes you procrastinate more. Being in the zone makes you not want to stop being in it. Number 7, remove simple obstacles and inconveniences. Example, if you want to start taking cold showers and for some reason your shower takes 10 minutes to get cold, but only 5 seconds to get hot, then you're a lot more likely to just give in and think, fuck it, I'll just take a hot one today. If you modify your shower so it takes the same amount of time for each temperature, or so it's faster for it to get cold than it is to get hot, then it'll help you out. If you want to start eating healthy, but you have tons of junk food in your pantry, toss it out. Don't even have it in your house. That way, if you feel like eating junk food, you'll have to drive to the store to buy it, and you probably just won't even do it. If you want to abstain from sex and there's a naked supermodel in your bed begging you to fuck her, even though she's not on birth control, but you have your dick in one of these things, and it's a lot of trouble to get it out, you probably just won't even do it. What is this shit? I just Googled dick cage. This came up. Okay, so figure out what obstacles make pursuing your goal more inconvenient and then eliminate them. And at the same time, you can even create your own obstacles to not pursuing it, so that pursuing it is more convenient than not doing it. Number 8, don't waste your will on stupid shit. This seems to contradict what I said earlier about practicing exerting your self-control, like in the example of getting in bed with a girl and then getting up and leaving. But I'm talking more about using it in a non-deliberate way on things you don't care about. Like if you're at the gym and you're sitting there hoping your ass off that some hot girl will look at you. Or if you find yourself arguing on the internet trying to convince someone of something. In these cases, you're not doing things deliberately, you're just acting. You're like an actor in a script. But when you do things on purpose, with the awareness that you've chosen to do them because they benefit you in a specific way, then you're like the writer of the script. Be proactive, not reactive. You're the one in control. You are the god of your own life. You don't need to wait for things to happen and then respond to them. You choose what you want to happen and then make it happen. Number 9, schedule. Make a schedule for yourself. Let's say you want to motivate yourself to eat a salad every day and to study math. So you put them on your schedule. 8 a.m. wake up, 9 a.m. eat salad, 10 a.m. watch Netflix, 11 a.m. study math, 1 p.m. whatever. Now, you have specific times to do things you want to do, and it's easier to stick to them, rather than just having free days where you never plan what to work on. Committing to do a specific thing at a specific time on a specific day will make it much easier for you to exercise control over yourself and do it. Number 10, don't try. Write this down and put it up somewhere where you'll see it. I don't try. If I want to do something, you don't try to do it, you do it.
You could try. I don't try. And I never stop.
Just having this in your mind will seriously boost your willpower because you'll condition yourself to stop trying to do things and to actually do them. And that's it. Like I said, never settle. Just because other people aim small, it doesn't mean you have to. If you want to be an astronaut, a billionaire, a race car driver, if you want to discover the cure for cancer, a cure for aging, or if you want to make a friend or anything else, you can do it. And if you put your mind to it and you direct the full force of your will into it, you will do it.